I was so surface most of my life, until the past 10 years, I've been really working on that. And I realized I have always been drawn to authentic people.
Mm.
And I didn't catch that key or what that was, but people who can be themselves without any sort of apology. I
And,
love
and what is that? But what does that really look like? What does that look like? What? Because it's how do you define authentic? How do we
I
define
think
that?
it's just being able to be who you are instead of stopping yourself from saying something that you want to say because of fear of how it's going to be taken by somebody else,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And that's not, I don't mean that like that you're too bold or too anything like that. I don't think it's like that. I think it's just speaking your piece,
Hmm.
speaking your mind in a kind way,
Hmm.
but yet unapologetic, right? And I've never been able to really do that. I've always been afraid of what someone else would think or say, or repercussions from it, that kind of thing. So I always stopped myself for that, you know.
As you're talking, I feel a tightness in my chest because the world around me also conditioned me that way. It's like it was rare that you were encouraged to speak what was on your mind. You always had to say what the other person wanted to hear, but not with insincerity. It was just you couldn't be authentic out of hurting the other person, out of being fear of what you would, how you would look. And so then we wore a mask.
Mhm.
And it would
Yeah.
be a different mask depending on, I don't know if you could relate. Like I wore a mask with, this group because I knew how they were, how their box was. Then I'd wear a different mask. And then you get to a point where you don't know who you are.